All right, we got to pop up live. I can't wait any longer. I went this morning to Total Wine, got my limit on Bourbon County Stout 2021. I got 6 of the base models, and I got a Cherrywood, the Cola, and the 14. So those are the 3 that was available here. Bought all of that. Then I went back to the grocery store a little bit later that was also selling it, and there was no line, and there was no one lined up, but they only had one variant. But I got 2 more bottles. One bottle is for Eileen. I promised her I would send her a bottle, and so doing that, but I'm going to pop this sucker open because I can't wait any longer. Got my little tiny glass here. So let's go ahead and see what this does. All right, get a little tiny foam on top. I like drinking it out of this little snifter here. Oh, that smells good. That's got a good nose on it. It might be better than the 2020. I don't know yet. Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Great Shot. I am going to be doing another Put Me In here in a little bit. I'm going to be watching a ball game tonight, so I'm going live early, starting a little early, but I am going to watch a football game tonight. So let's talk about this 2021 here. Man, that is a chocolatey nose. I have to get a little sip here. Oh, and just so you know, I have the 6, then I bought 2 more, giving 1 to Eileen, drinking 1 now, and I will save 1 for a proper video. But and then I'll have 5 over the next 5 years. And the same way I did with the 2020. I have a 2019 up there as well. Oh, that is fantastic. But I'm not going to do a big review on this right now. I just wanted to try it. My PayPal address, I haven't even shoot, I don't even know if I'm logged into that. But we are on our way. The best thing people can do is shout me out, share me out, help me grow a little bit, and then we'll get there. I'm trying to grow organically. What's up, steamed fried rice? Oh, well, hey, this stuff's good, Cindy. This stuff is good. Peppers in Kentucky Living. Chatty-O. I'm going to go back and watch your stream. I was busy a little bit earlier trying to help my son set up an Oculus. He got the cable link to the gaming computer. Oh, man, you are in for a treat there, Leprechaun. These things are fantastic. Now, they are a high ABV, but that's good. I'm trying to see what the one on the regular is. What is the ABV? Hello. Oh, 14. Yeah, 14. That's what I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure. I wanted to find it, put my eyes on it, and tell you for sure. We'll give it a little bit more here. I'm going to enjoy some more of this and pour a little bit more. And then we'll do a Put Me In here shortly. So I'll be live today, but I'm watching the Razorbacks play later. So I won't be streaming up into the night. But tomorrow I will do a normal evening stream. Try not to step on each other's toes here with these live streams. I did post the link to this StreamYard in the big chat we're a part of, but if nobody wants to come up, that's fine. I can handle it. I think Cindy's working still, and I'm on a little early, so. But this bottle was sitting over here, and I was watching TV, and I kept looking over here at it, and I was like, what time is it? Because, I don't want to be a lush and start drinking too damn early, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's almost 4. I normally don't start till about 4:30, but hey. Okay, that thing is chocolate goodness right there. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Worth every penny. Once I get paid again, I'll say, yeah, it was worth every penny, because then my bank account will be back up there again. for another hour. Darn, Cindy. Well, hopefully I'll still be on here for a little bit. But Razorbacks are on right now. Shit. Oh, well, screw it. I might watch them later. I'll catch part of it later. I thought they were on tonight. Anyway, I lose track. I went to bed at 2 a.m., got up at 7 so I could go buy this damn beer, and I only got a few hours sleep, so I'm not quite all there yet. But I am going to do a put me in here for the drawing, and we will start that right now. And I will try to start taking down some names. Did it post? Huh. There it is. All right. We got a groove. All right. I'm writing, so I'm not talking. This is why I like people to come up here with me, because I get to trying to write this stuff down, and I quit talking, and then we have dead air. We're not supposed to have dead air. Peppers. All right. Let's see here. I've got Steam, Fire, and Ice, Groovy, Chatty O, Mr. Great Shot, Peppers in Kentucky Living. Gypsy. And just so I remember who you are completely, I'll write the whole name down here. Okay. Oh, is Heartsight here? Oh, there's Heartsight. Yay. All right. Keep me straight. Cody O. All right. And I did post on my community tab yesterday evening. I posted where we were in the drawing right now. There are tons of entries there. Hey, Outdoors with Big Matt. If you would like to get in on the drawing for a 24 nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons, and a virtual private tasting, please type "put me in" and I will write you down. And if you're only going to have a chance to get like maybe 2 more entries. So there's some people on there, like Eileen's got a lot. All right. You got to type "put me in." All right. So back to the BCS. Again, I'm not doing a full review on this. I'll do a separate video on it. I have an extra bottle. I just wanted to ring in the season with this 2021, and it is not disappointing either. It is awesome. Chocolate and coffee. It's creamy. Like I said, though, I'll do a full review. And I have the Cherrywood, the 14, and the cola, the classic cola. So those are the ones I'll be tasting over time. I may not do reviews on all of them. I mean, hell, this is a bourbon channel, but I do enjoy me some bourbon aged stouts. Man, that thing is good. Cindy, I can't wait for you to try it. So who all's had it? Who all has tasted it besides Todd and Andy? I know they've tore it up, but so anybody in the chat here has partaken yet? Maybe, maybe not. So I'm going to put stop, put me in for now. We may have another one start up here shortly. Depends on my mood. I'm in a pretty good one, though. Even though I didn't get much sleep last night, I am in a pretty dang good mood. And this is helping a lot. This stuff here goes to your head pretty quick. Oh, probably tomorrow. Yeah. Well, Mr. Great Shot, you got to scope it out. And I'll tell you this. When I got to Total Wine & More on Stratford in Winston-Salem, there were 20 people in line. Well, there were 19 people in line. And when I walked up, I was 20. And I got there 30 minutes before they opened at 9 o'clock. And then by the time we went in, there was probably about 45, 50 people in the line. And before I could check out, and they had every register open, and people were just coming in, and they had it behind the counter, and they were just, they were doling it out because it was a limit. And there was these three guys in front of me, and they had a bunch of ladies with them. And it wouldn't have been so bad, but, because women like beer too, but evidently they didn't. And they were being loud and proud about, we don't even like beer. We're just here so they can get more. And I'm sure that made the guy about six behind me happy, because by the time he got up there, the cola variant, or the 14 variant, was gone. It was sold out. So I guess they only got a few cases of that. But they had the boxes. They had 3 regular base 2021s in the box, and then one each of each variant. And they were only allowing people to have 1 variant and 6 of the regular stouts. So I got the box that had the 3 variants and 3 of these, and then I got 3 more bottles, which was the 6. But then I went to a different store and got just 2 more. I didn't overdo it. I didn't steal from everyone else. I just got 2 more bottles of it. And he had plenty. Get over the limit. Yeah, probably. 2 at a time. And only had the base. Yeah. I mean, it happens. But, it's a frenzy. But I saw, I bet tomorrow they're still going to have plenty of the 2021 base. It's just the variants will be gone. And the one that's not going to be gone is the Cherrywood, because it's not getting as good of reviews as the Cola or the 14. So they'll probably still have it around. I know last year they had the Earl Grey one, and it was around I saw them on the shelf past Christmas last year. So it just depends. But they had the cases set out of the regular 2020 stout last year. It lasted several months into the new year. But yeah, get 2 and 2. Yeah, it depends on where you go. I walked into Lowe's Foods, and he had cases. He's like, well, you want a case? You want 2 cases? I said, no, I just want 2 bottles. And I said, I already, got what I needed, except for the 2. But he was willing to sell me whatever I was willing to walk out with. But he didn't have any of the variants at all. Well, one, he had the Cherrywood variant. But I got one to try. But like I said, it's not getting as good of a review as some of the other variants, but it's all right. The 2 variants were $25 a piece. That was the Cola and the 14. And then the Cherrywood variant was $18.99. And then these were $13.99 at Total Wine, and they were $12.99 a piece. If I'd known that, I would have just got the 3 variants or the 1 box, and then I would have bought the rest of them. But it's $1 a bottle. I don't care. But it's because I had the Lowe's Food Shopper card. But I am a Total Wine Rewards member, but they don't care. They're going to charge what they're going to charge. It's like having cash back or something. They give you a little coupon every once in a while. Hey, hunting and stuff. Yeah, you weren't here a few minutes ago. I'll do another put me in here in just a little bit. But if anybody wants to jump up here right quick, you don't have to bust open one of these. But I usually play cards on Friday night with family. That's why you hardly ever see me on Friday nights. We play cards up till 11 to 12 o'clock. But my dad is watching that Arkansas game, and he's over at someone else's house, and they're going to hang out, friends, family, all that. I did, Heartsight, Eileen, I did get your email, and I will let you know when I get that shipped out, and I will send you the tracking number and all that stuff, so you'll have it and know when to expect it. That's the way I do when I send things out. I usually do it USPS, and then I get the tracking number, and I take a picture of the receipt with the tracking number at the top, and I'll send that to whoever I'm sending it to. Hey, Crazy Ann, how's it going? I'm sitting here sipping on the 2021 Bourbon County Stout. I'm going to have to, this will be the only thing I drink. I'm going to take a little break after that, and then I'll drink some more stuff later. But I'll tell you what, I can drink a 50, 60% bourbon and be fine. But yeah, you drink one of these bottles and it'll kind of, I'm not groovy. I know I'm an honorary member of a squirrel army, but the general squirrel, he can drink a crap ton of these things. I probably could. I just wouldn't be worth a damn. All right. See what's in the chat here. But this stuff is creamy. I think this 2021 is better than the 2020. But as I say that, I do have a 2020 pulled out from last year, and I have another 2021, and that's what I'm going to do the review on. I'm probably going to get some help in studio doing that review. I'm kind of waiting for my Bourbon Bounty hats to come in. They're on their way. They're here in the States, but just waiting on United States Postal Service to bring them to my house. And that way, whoever comes over and does the review with me will get a Bourbon Bounty logoed hat. B Wizzle Aquatics, what's going on? Sipping on the 2021 right now, Bourbon County Stout. Let me do this again. For those of you just joining, put me in the chat, and I will write your name down. For those of you who already did it before, I will put a check mark by you right here. So it's more chances to win. Again, there's only going to be a few more of these, and then next Thursday is the drawing. All right, I've got Great Shot, Groovy. Let's see here, Hunting and Stuff. Good. Heartsight. B Wizzle. It's Crazy Ann. This gets easier as the night progresses because I already have everyone's name written down, and all I have to do is put the little check marks by it. All right, let me see here. Scroll back up just a little bit and make sure I got everybody. I have Peppers got one. That's the one I missed. I knew I'd miss somebody. I got you, Peppers. I got Hunting and Stuff. Mr. Great Shot. Yep. Got you. Steamfire got you. B Wizzle got you. Groovy got you. Heartsight, I got you. Crazy Ann, I got you. All right. There we go. We're caught up. And I'm not going to go that much longer on this thing. Just trying to finish this one beer, and then I'm probably going to end it after that. And kick back in the recliner, max relax with this 14% down my gullet. Watch a couple of videos and maybe hang out with the family later. It's always nice if you can keep it to one of these, it'll do you a while. If you don't get sleepy. Getting low. That's why I bought them, to drink. Oh, yeah. I'll have another one here shortly. Yep. Yeah, you have to put me in there. But here's the deal, guys. Next Thursday, you have to be present to win. I'm going to go live. It's a Clouds and Stouts pre-party. It's where I'm going to be doing the giveaway. This is once every 3 months. I'm giving stuff away. Next Thursday is the inaugural kickoff. I mean, OG Sound won the first one, but that was kind of before I regulated everything. I have done some etched glass. They're behind me. I will be giving away other prizes. If the hats come in, I may throw in a hat. We'll see. Kind of pricey on those. Milk stouts. Yeah. Well, even 10. Man, if I drank 10 Coors Lights, well, no, not really. If I drink 10 Coors Lights after I have 3 snifters of bourbon, then it kind of gets to me a little bit. But Coors Light's like drinking water if you don't already have a prep going. All right, Crazy Ann. That's my insight, or my joke is always, I drink this to rehydrate. Meaning the Coors Light. But yeah, man, this stuff is fantastic. Excited. I mean, this is like, everybody's got their favorite time of year. I like the season changes. You know, I mean, after winter, I love spring, but I think the fall, this is like my favorite time right here. So going into the 'tis the seasons and all that, and the BCS releases come out, you know, getting and it's fun because we still have kids in the house, so Christmas is still a thing, and because my wife and I, we get, and even my kids, we all get, they pretty much get whatever the hell they want any time of the year, but we kind of make them wait for birthdays and Christmas for bigger things or whatever, but yeah, still fun. I can't say too much on here. I know they don't watch, but I'm not going to take a chance on it. I can't really say what our Christmas present thing is to them this year, but it's going to be grand. Either way, but I just don't want to take a chance of them hearing it. So I'm not. I'm going to be not like Todd. I'm going to shut my mouth now. That's what Andy said. Todd keeps talking. I'm going to stop. Like I said, though, I seriously doubt they're going to see this at all. They're up there playing their individual games. They have gaming computers and all that stuff, so they don't care about my channel. And they don't care about beer, and they don't care about bourbon. But I'm glad. We have I have a car sitting in my driveway out there that is just laying dormant, waiting on my oldest one at home to pass driver's ed. That's going to be fun. I'm glad I got the BCS bought before I have to start paying those insurance payments. I've done it before. I guess we can do it again. It always hurts, though. Story time. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's good. Tomorrow night, when I go live tomorrow, I'll probably go back to doing the bourbons, but tomorrow will be my last live stream before next Thursday. So there will be one more opportunity. And I'll probably have several put me in because I like to ramp it up right before the end. But like I said, and Groovy, if you're still on here, I did a dry run test spin, which does not count, but your name came up and won on the test spin. Hey, Todd, what's going on? Yeah, I'm trying out the 2021. I love it, man. This is a base model, 2021. So, Todd, out of the Cherrywood, the Cola, and the 14, I'm expecting it to be neck and neck on the cola and the 14 from what I heard from y'all's. I mean, I watched, I didn't comment on it or anything. I liked it. But the way y'all were talking about it, it sounds like the cola may edge it out even. But I'm expecting the Cherrywood to not be as good. Yeah. I'm still, that's still open. That is still open. And I took it down because no one was given to it. But I can pop it in the link if you want to donate to the GoFundMe. For every dollar you give to the GoFundMe, you get an entry on the wheel. And I told everybody, act like this is my super chat, right? So if you're going to super chat for entries, here it is right here. And I'll copy this and put it in the link. Yeah, I figured, Todd, that was correct about the Cherrywood, because Lowe's Foods only got one variant, and it was a Cherrywood, and it was less expensive. And the reviews I've seen or read, I haven't watched any, didn't rank it as high. Okay, best of comes out later tonight. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of thinking Cherrywood was probably kind of like the Earl Grey from last year. Like it's interesting and it's not bad. It's just doesn't wow you like the rest of them. I know that that Caramella. Oh my gosh, that thing was good last year. All right, Todd, I got a question for you. Has any of the variants achievable? I'm talking about where us mere mortals can get our hands on them. Has anything stood up to the Caramella? Oh, Kentucky Fog. That was what the one was. Okay. I may then go back to Lowe's Foods and try to pick up another Cherrywood. I just didn't do it because I have one, but I may enjoy another one. But does anything stand up to that? Because the Kentucky Fog, I like tea. I mean, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty good, but I wouldn't it wasn't like I saw it on the shelf later and I passed over it because I was buying things like the Yetis and the Dragon's Milk variations and things like that, and I just passed it over. All right, I'll try it first. But you know me, I like bourbon and I like vanilla and all that. I don't know if it's got any of that in it, but this is fantastic right here. This is the base variant on the 2021. From what I remember, I thought the 19 was better than the 20. Different. It was different. The 20 was good, but I think this base is better, I think, than last year. Yeah, I think this is probably the better one. Yeah, the cassia bark. Yeah, the cinnamon. Oh, I like all things, and a lot of cinnamon comes out. Well, not just cinnamon, but allspice and other like peppers and all that with the ryes. And I like high rye bourbons, so yeah, I think that's probably going to be good. This one though is just, I think this one's chocolatey, or is that a word? More, yeah, chocolatier. Uh, it still has that little bitter kick in the back, um, and it leads your mind toward coffee a little, or just like a 90% cacao dark chocolate or something. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I love the bass. I'm glad I went back and bought more bottles, and I'm glad I'm sending one to Eileen. And I'm going to let her, because everyone needs to taste this. Everybody does. That was it, by the way. That was the bottle. That's one 2021 down. I have one more base I can drink this year, and the rest of them I'm saving for, well, I'm sending one to Eileen, and then I'm saving the rest for year-over-year review. But I may or may not do an official review video of the base. I may just enjoy it, though, because I'll have it on my mind, and then when I do the variants, when I review those, I can then talk about this one. All right, so we're getting donations, and I will check that. And what I said was, if you donate, please do not donate anonymously, because I won't know who the frick you are, and I won't be able to give you entries on the wheel. So if you donate, tell me who you are, and I know who Travis is, and I know who other people's are. Oh, and you can put in parentheses and stuff in there. If I don't know your name, or you don't know if I know your name, and you donate, you can add it in there in the note. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, how's it going? I know, Vanessa, you love Dragon's Milk, but this stuff here, the 2021 base on the Bourbon County Stout is good. I've had a few variants of the Dragon's Milk. I love them. But this is fantastic. And of course, it's one of those things where you spend money on something and you go, wow, that was a lot of coin I just dropped on that. It better freaking be good. And I think we make it a little better just because of that, because, we don't want to have wasted money on something that wasn't good, but this is actually really, really good. Yeah, everybody hates to spend money on something that's crap. 2 cases. No, she means 2 bottles. 2 bottles. The place where they were trying to buy it, Crazy Ann, limited them to only 2 bottles. To not drink, tasted funny. Yeah, I didn't have the chai. Shit, I can't remember the ones I had last year. I know the Kentucky Fog was one of them. That was with the Earl Grey tea. I had the Caramello, and I can't remember the other one I had from last year. The Caramello, though, it was good. Yeah, that was just good. And I really, 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 really want to try the strawberry, but probably not going to happen. I mean, Okay. So pretty much the cherry wood is the base with the honeycomb cherry wood stuff in it. That's what I'm thinking. They threw that in there in the barrel somehow. Okay. Oh, you know what? If it's based off this base, shit, it's got to be pretty damn good. My only problem with that Kentucky Fog last year was it tasted too much like tea. It wasn't thick. You expect this thick, rich creaminess off of a BCS, and it was kind of thin. So if it still holds up to this thickness and this viscosity, I'm going to like it. I may go back over there because I know where I can get my hands on the cherry wood. Out of aluminum. Oh, yeah. Okay. I will say this. I have a notebook here. It's called a Thule THULE. Wrong side. Here it is. A tool. TUL with a line over the U. Tool, whatever. It has these plastic ring things on here, and all of this stuff here pops in and out. You can pop it in and then push it down, and you can just replace the pages. Might be something to look into because these are really stiff, the cover part, but they will snap in there. And I was just thinking, if you wanted to make something with aluminum that you wanted like a spiral thing, these work really well. So, and I've replaced the pages in this thing time and time again. I mean, this is a leather cover deal, but I've used it a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's an idea. It'd be better than like weaving making that many holes and running a wire through it, I think. But I don't know if it'd bend the metal or what, but oh my gosh, that stuff is good. All right, let's do this before I forget. There we go. We are back to Put Me Ins. If you want a chance to win the 24 Note Nosing Kit, 3 sample bourbons, and I guarantee you 2 of them are going to be fantastic. Now, they'll all 3 be good, but I'm doing them A, B, and C. Like this would be like a beginner bourbon, an intermediate bourbon, and an advanced bourbon. And when I bring you the advanced bourbon, it's typically going to be expensive. So you're going to get an ounce of something great, right? All right, so we got Lone Star here. Got you Crazy Ann, Heart Sight. Ooh, I'm starting not to be able to focus on my notepad. Steamed fried rice. Here we go. Where did I write? Oh, there you are. Ooh, it's getting hard to focus. No, you do not have to. You do not have to do a donation. That is an alternate. But we're right here at the end of. I'm doing one more live tomorrow, and that's it till the drawing. So if you want more chances to win, then you can. That's an option to donate to the GoFundMe, and that's for OG Fest for next year. Let me make sure I've got everyone so far because I've been talking and reading these other comments. All right. So, see, I almost missed Blue Farm. All right. Groovy. See, I almost missed Groovy. I got Heart Sight. Yep. Steam, I got you. Crazy Ann, I got you. Lone Star, yes. I got Vanessa. And that's it. All right. Going once, going twice. Jay told me he wasn't going to enter his name on the wheel. So if y'all didn't hear the other streams, Lil Jay is a buddy of mine from okay, I will write that down right here, Mr. Great Shot. Where did I read that? Oh, there it is. All right. I got it. Yeah, Jay is a buddy of mine from military days, and I always say him and John, and Jay's. Jay had a lot of nicknames, but Jay, we just called him Jay, Little Jay. And I won't give away too much information, but it has something to do with his full name. But John, we called 40 because he used to sit, he was from San Francisco and used to sit on the stoops drinking 40 ounces. And those are my two brothers from other mothers, and would do anything for them. So he said, let somebody else win. He didn't want it. I'm not saying he didn't want it, but, and I know what Jay drinks, because Jay and I killed, gosh, how many beer did we drink that day? Damn. We had Thai food. We started early. We were drinking, and back then it was Bud Light. I didn't drink Coors Light back then. I drank Bud Light, the other white meat beer. And we each bought a 30-pack, and we iced them down, and we went and got Thai food from Warrensburg, Missouri, because we were at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. Drove to Warrensburg down, and in Missouri, they have letter names for their state roads. And so it's DD, I think it was, I forget what was the number on the DD, but anyway, it was DD Highway, DD something, some number. And we called it Dead Deer Highway because it went right through a game reserve. And there would be dead deer all over the road. So it was very appropriate, DD Highway. And the little Thai restaurant was there. And we got the hottest damn Thai food. And John had us rolling the windows down because he couldn't breathe in the back seat. And we drank a lot of beer trying to choke that down. And but we did it. And then later we met up with everybody at my place. And we ran out of beer, but we had 90 beer when we started, and we ended up having to get some more beer. I'm not saying we didn't have any left over the next day, but that was back in my younger days. I don't do that anymore. So there we go. I mean, I do, but not that bad. We were chugging them. All right, so no one's going to jump up here with me. Nobody, everything kind of got dead in the chat, waiting for another. I'll tell you what I'm going to do too. Unless somebody else comes in, I will take another put me in before we end this, but I will give everyone that was on here that said put me in, I'll give you an extra check mark. Yeah, that was the good old days. Yeah. And wow. It was, and I was talking the other night about getting kicked out of bars. And I was never the one to do it. Well, one time I did, but that was over in Korea. We got kicked out of, and Jay wasn't there. That was another group. I didn't meet him till I got to Missouri. But we were getting ready to deploy, super secret shit. Oh yeah, no, that's cool, Groove. And we went to a place called Golden Gate outside of Osan Air Base in Korea, and they would do they called them Juicy Girls. And what it was, and the reason we called them Juicy Girls, is you go in, and it was like any old gentleman's club. You go in and sit down. The Juicy Girls would come over and sit down, buy me a drink, and you pay $20 for a drink. And they gave them orange juice, like a glass of orange juice and a shot of white wine. And they would sip on that. Well, if they didn't like you, they would drink it down and then move along. But they would sip on that stuff. Okay. All right, Mayberry. And but it was like getting like a lap dance attention type thing, $20 standard. And yeah, combat bottles. But we would sit there and that girl, she kept wanting me to buy her a juicy, and I just wasn't in the mood for it. And I told them, and the two guys at the table with me kept buying, and other girls would come over and sit by me and say, hey, this, and finally I was getting fed up with it. And I won't say verbatim on this live stream what I said, but basically I said I wouldn't give you $20 to crawl under the table and service me. And so Mama San heard me, came over, and then the owner came out, little squirrely guy, ex-military guy, owned Golden Gate, came out, was trying to run me out, and I had an entire group with me, and and I said, I stood up, and I was already pissed off, and I'd only had a couple of beer, and I did the room 10 hut, and everybody's going woof, and I said, let's go. And then he started like tripping all over himself trying to stop me because I was clearing the house. Yeah, you gonna kick me out? Okay, let's do it. Red horse, let's go. That was our little thing. And so we went to another bar. But yeah, he followed me outside and said, don't ever come back. And I said, trust me, I won't. But that was, I was tired. I had been prepping for the deployment we were going on. I just wanted to go in and have a couple of beer, and that's where my group was. But anyway, didn't work out. Greed will get you. As a couple of them, they said they tried to tell him that if I leave, they leave, but they wouldn't listen. So we went somewhere else and had fun. But the other times, though, we got kicked out of bars. It was either Jay's fault or that other dude's fault, Kenny or whatever is freaking. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. What was that fucker's name? The one that was pouring a beer down his ass crack, talking about watch my ass drink beer. That guy, and we were there one time, and that little dude that I'm talking about, he was 5 foot like something, but not much. But he would fight at the drop of a hat, especially when he started drinking. And they were playing foosball, and I never did play foosball that much. I played pool or whatever, but they would sit over there and play that foosball and whack stuff around. And the guy had put money on the table, and he beat the guy, and the guy was being sour about it, and went over and was kept mocking him and everything from behind his back. And then Danny, Jay, you remember Danny Britson? And Danny scored on him, and he said, "Take that, biatch," when he scored. And little dude got pissed and turned around, just walked over there and just knocked that guy's jaw loose, and then walked back over to the foosball table and said, "All right, let's go." And it was, we were asked to leave. But we all stuck together. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, the other thing about Korea, don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. And I mean, they drilled that into us, and you could get free water from base, and you could just go say, "Hey, I need more water bottles." And of course they were refills, and they would, sanitize them, but the seal wasn't, they didn't pop when but it was free, and you could take them if you were staying off base, you could take them to your room. They said, brush your teeth with this and, drink this and all that. Don't drink their water. And we went, and one of the females on the team, we were sitting there at a table, and she had a mixed drink. And I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "What?" I said, "They said don't drink the water." And she's like, "I'm not drinking water. I'm drinking something and whatever." And I said, "But you have ice in it. Where did the ice come from?" And she goes, "Oh, well, the alcohol will kill it." It didn't. She would lay it up for 3 days. Probably worse cramps than pepper cramps. It got her good. Oh yeah. That one guy that doesn't care, but you're glad he's with you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh man, do you remember that time? The same bar that we got kicked out of. I won't even tell that story. I hate that story. I hate that about myself, what I did to that guy that night. But I wasn't even hitting on his girl. I was just trying to get a drink. It was packed. I go up to the bar. I'm trying to squeeze in. You know how you find like a gap and you get up there and you try to get the attention of the bartender. And I'm just wanting to order a couple of drinks. And there was some chick right here by me. And of course, my arm is touching her and everything. And she turns around and she starts talking to me and I'm talking to her. It wasn't even like flirty or anything. I mean, I was just waiting on the beer so I could take it back over where we were. And some dude comes up to me after that talking crap about hitting on his girl, and I'm like, dude, I didn't hit on nobody. And now finally I told him, I said, hey, if you don't trust it, keep it on a leash, And so yeah, I won't finish that story though, because what I did to him was humiliating. And I'm not proud of it. It could have been handled differently. But he was wearing warm-ups, so it was easy. I'll do the private chat later. I'll tell you what I did. All right, so I see a couple of new folks in here. I'm gonna do one more. Now, I will say this: Steam Fire and Ice, Groovy, Chatio, Mr. Great Shot, Peppers, Gypsy, Heartsight, Codio, Hunting and Stuff, B Wizzle, Crazy Ann, Lone Star, Vanessa Kitty, and Blue Farm. I'm going to give all of y'all. You get one. You don't even have to type it. But anybody else that's just here, if I did not call your name out, put me in, and you get a chance to win for next Thursday, but you do have to be present to win on that stream. So, Steam, Fire, and Ice, you have one. Groovy, you have one. Chatio, check. Mr. Great Shot, check. Peppers and Kentucky Living, check. Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, check. Heartsight, check. Codio, check. Even if they're not still here. Hunting and Stuff with JJ, check. B Wizzle Aquatics, check. Crazy Ann, check. Lone Star, check. Vanessa Kitty, check. Blue Farm, check. Y'all all got one. All right. But if I did not just call your name and you want to be on next Thursday's live stream and you want a chance to win the 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons and a virtual private tasting with me, or alternate prizes such as these beautifully etched snifters with the Bourbon Bounty logo, or a rocks glass, or I can even do beer glasses. So, Sunfish for Fish. Anybody else I didn't name? There was somebody here earlier. Anyway, if you want in, go ahead and do it. So, I am finished my beer. I am feeling it okay. I'll drink some more later. Oh, thank you, Mayberry. Yeah, those are cool. And I don't know, I may even be in the mood to give the first place prize one as I send the nosing kit and everything else, since it's the first major drawing. But going once, going twice. Stop. Put me in. All right. We are going to have a couple of hundred entries on the wheel. Or multiple. A lot of people have multiples, but yeah. And there's going to be more. Oh, thank you, Mr. Great Shot. My wife has a cricket cutter. She does. Yeah, I got Mayberry. No, I already got Mayberry. All right, Sunfish. You know what? I was fishing for it. Get the pun, but I'm gonna put you in there. Sunfish for Fish. And tomorrow, if you can join tomorrow when I go live, there will be a few more chances. But yeah, she has a cricket cutter, CRICUT. Cricket cutter. And she does this thing called Fat Puppy Treats, and she makes dog leashes and collars, and she does the vinyl on like drink mugs and stuff like that. And she's actually at an event right now. She goes at like almost every weekend and packs up the Durango and takes all that stuff out there, sets up the big tent. She gets space, at these things. Yeah, Cricket. And but yeah, she did the logo, and I actually have, oh shoot, that was hard to do, extra vinyl. And the Cricket cutter cuts it, not pulled, the relief out and everything. And this has like a transfer on top and the backing. And I'll pull this off. I can stick it on any glass that's big enough, and then take the transfer off and then just do the etching fluid on it. But that's the only reason it turns out so well, is because that cutter cuts it exact. So she already paid for all that. So I'm just using it for my own purposes. I think I've spent enough. It's all my money anyway. So it's our money. We're married, but I'm the only one working. So there. But yeah, it's gosh, oh, she makes dog treats too. Food dryer, all this stuff, and I can make jerky. So I used to make deer jerky all the time. We killed so many deer when I was in Texas. I don't do it anymore. I don't have the equipment, but when I was in Texas, we had a Yamaha side by side. What the hell was that thing called? It was we had a little cab on it, windshield, dump bed in the back. All right, Chatty-O. Yeah, you got to go find it, man. It's so good this year. But yeah, we had a winch on the front of that little Yamaha Rhino. That's what it was, Rhino. And we had the 20-foot trailer. We had the Ford pickup truck. We had, all of that. And we could run the winch cable over a limb and, put the little hanger, and pull the deer up and skin it out. And I had help doing it. And here, yeah, it's bigger than a gator. It's not one of those like it's the workhorse little thing, with the 2-door get in, but it has a top on it with a cab. And we got it in camo because we wanted to spend the extra money on there, whatever. But deer don't care anyway. It could be sitting out there yellow and they don't care as long as it's not moving. But yeah, kind of like a John Deere Gator. But we now I don't have all the stuff. So to get into hunting, pound for pound, deer meat is going to be the most expensive meat you get. By the time you buy the gun, the ammo, the license, all the equipment you need to not run yourself ragged, it's expensive, and it takes years and years to. But we don't do it because the meat's cheap. We do it because we love it. Yeah, there was a lot of hogs in Texas. I would shoot them if I saw them, but I didn't see that many. We didn't have that many where we were. But the deer ate the mesquite pods, and that made the meat sweet. So we didn't even have to worry about, it was a mixed bag. Like the reason like gamey meat tastes gamey when you kill it in the field is because it can't eat anymore once it's done. And like with pigs and raised cattle and all that, they corn feed and it draws that, it makes the meat taste different, and it tames the meat, and you don't get that gaminess. And that's why I like lamb so much, especially mutton. And if you don't know, I don't know how I know this. Lamb is under a year old. Mutton is over a year old. or a year or older or something like that. Google it, fact check me. But the only difference between mutton and lamb is the age. So I think that's right. And mutton's gamier. They get more lamb flavor as they get older. That's why I like mutton legs. I like a leg of lamb. I like the mutton because I like the stronger lamb flavor. But I do that for Christmas. Leg of lamb. Oh yeah, Mayberry. Yeah, I mean, I like fishing. I mean, I can fillet a fish in like 30 seconds. So I don't mind fishing because you get a whole bunch of action. Come in and I rather catch crappie than anything else. I can buy catfish from the store, but that's farm raised catfish. But they'll taste different, but they're bottom feeders anyway. But I love the bass fish for the sport of it. But man, I'll just go catch a whole bunch of damn crappie, and I can fillet 2-pound crappie as fast as I can fillet a 1-pound crappie. Is zoop zoop, boom, zoom. Cut the ribs out, and you're done. Yeah, it can't. Yeah, it is. I spend probably around $60 for. It's really not a whole leg; it's a half leg, but it has the bone in it because I like the bone in it because you get more flavor when that cooks out. And what I do is I put that cut leg, however much it weighs. It's usually, like I said, about $60 to $70, but I do it once a year, and I'll put it in one of those turkey bags with the little zip tie thing, and I make incisions in it, with a fillet knife, and then I'll take rosemary and shallot, and I'll cut shallot up into pieces, and I'll stuff them in each hole all the way up and down the leg of lamb, and then I throw extra shallots and rosemary in the bag, rub it all down, put it in there, zip it up, and bake it. I do that in a regular oven because it's not going to get any smoke because it's cooking in the bag anyway. And then I take the lamb out and I take all of the drippings and I run them through cheesecloth back into a pot, and I make lamb gravy out of the drippings. And the reason I run it through cheesecloth is because I put whole sprigs of rosemary and big chunks of shallot in there, and I don't want all that in my gravy. And that's a labor of love once a year, but that's kind of my tradition. So, and I used to do every 4th of July, I would do ribs. I've gotten away from that. And I went from pork ribs to beef ribs because I read somewhere that beef ribs was the hardest damn thing to cook. And I said, okay, challenge accepted. And I figured out how to do it, but I don't have that same equipment anymore. I had what's the name of that Germantown in Texas? New Braunfels. That it was a New Braunfels grill, and it had the how like a lot of smoker grills are made with like a single plate that comes down. It's got the handle and it doesn't really seal off. What's up, OG-san? Well, this one had a thick lid that came down. It had grooves in it. It was big and heavy, and it would sit and like seal it off, and it had the smokestack at the bottom of the grill coming out, and it had a water reservoir you could put keep it moist, and the offset fire box had a heat shield on it, and so it was a better grill, and I could keep a fire rolling over there. And as long as you keep your fire going, you don't want your fire to burn out. And that's the problem with a lot of the cheap smokers is if you keep the fire going, you're overcooking the meat. You're cooking it too fast because you don't have the heat shield and you don't have the barrier between the firebox and the smoker. And what's up, Tuna? And it's hard to do because once your fire goes out, you're releasing those creosotes, and it makes it bitter. And that's what people used to say. Oh, I don't like smoked meat. It's too bitter. It's over smoked. It's over smoked. But if you smoke it right, you can put a thick ass smoke ring in that meat, and it won't be bitter. But you have to keep the fire going. All those little things like that, because we used to use smokehouse, and we had a metal box on the outside, or a brick. We had a brick thing with a metal shield on it, and then we just built the smokehouse out of wood, and we could go and just make a huge pit fire outside, and all the heat was going up and out, but some of the heat would go in, and of course, and we could funnel it in and have all that smoke funnel in. Yep, fire is separate from the pit. And yeah, that's what I was saying, is a lot of these offset smokers, they have just like this huge gaping hole between the offset and the grill part, and you can't. I'm not going to do intros. I'm just going to bring him up here right when he's taking a bite.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
So he can't talk.
Hello, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever cooked a pig in the ground, Jimmy?
I have not, but my mother-in-law knows how to do that.
I know how to do it.
Banana leaves and all that stuff.
Yep. You have to order the banana leaves or the palms, whatever. The banana leaves are the good ones. And they can be kind of expensive to get, but you soak them and you just dig a hole in the ground. And then you throw a whole bunch you build a big fire and you scoop all of the coals over in there. And then you lay all these banana leaves on it. You lay your pig down in there and then cover it back over with banana leaves, throw a bunch of more coals in, and then throw a bunch of dirt on it. And then
Travis,
that stuff's good, man. That meat falls off the bone. And that's it. Once you get that done, you just come back hours later and dig it up, And it's easier with sand.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to put sand on it. You don't want to put like clay dirt and stuff because it's hard to dig it out.
You just kind of lay it out on the table and people just cut off what they want, right?
Yeah. You bring the whole thing out and boom. And same way kind of with crawfish, We had like a 4 turkey fryer set up for crawfish. And we would do the, of course, corn. But I always took fresh corn because frozen corn looks plump, but they're the ones that they get concaved, when they overcook or whatever. But fresh corn, you can take and cut the tip off and the end, and then cut it in half, and you'll have 2, good pieces of corn.
Mm-hmm.
And do the don't chinch on the andouille sausage, the andouille. Get some really good sausage, and I'd throw mushrooms in, the big whole bellas, the baby bellas. Throw those in there. I didn't do okra in my crawfish boil because it gets slimy.
I do like slimy okra, though, like when it's boiled. And you don't even have to swallow it. You just kind of put it on your tongue and it's in your belly.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for gumbo. But I don't like it for the crawfish boil. And then a lot of that Tony Chachery seasoning, the oil and the seasoning and everything. But what I would do is I would take 2 folding tables, and we had like a 12-foot by 12-foot tent, the cover. And you take 2 of those tables and put them side by side, and then we would take a brand new tarp, never been used, and I had extra brick, left over from the house, and I would put bricks all around the table, and we would throw the brand new tarp out and then tuck it under the brick, and it made like a bowl, like a shallow.
Yeah.
Bowl. And when that stuff got done, we would just bring it out and just dump it, and then set it back down and start another bowl. And we would feed like 35, 40, 60 people,
I got you covered, Travis. Don't you worry.
Your son is learning how to paint his nails.
Oh, hold on. I bet y'all can hear me a lot better now.
Oh, hell, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
Yeah. I was over here just chomping down the Whopper, talking away. Y'all couldn't hear a damn thing I was
I
saying.
like that Goose Island hat you got
Oh
there.
man, it's nice. They also gave me Goose Eye Bourbon County Stout tulip glasses. Mm,
Now, I
that is
understand
juice.
that glass is etched with Bourbon County logo, but with entries on the wheel, you could get a Bourbon Bounty
Oh hell yeah!
logo etched glass. And I can do it on a tulip.
Tulips, man. I'm digging this tulip. Like I said, it really does bring out a lot of flavors and notes. But yeah, this is the new juice right here, y'all. So
This is the one I drink out of when I'm doing the Bourbon County. It's a little one. Little, I think it's 4 ounces to the top, right? So I usually pour about 3 ounces in there.
Oh, well, since I'm on Bourbon Bounty's channel, I got to show you what I got today beyond the BCS.
Sure. Oh, Eileen's holding your feet to the fire, Jimmy.
Yeah. What's she saying?
Did you get your McRib today?
No, ma'am, I did not. And there's a good reason for that. But
Cheater.
look there. I got the B521.
A B521.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was $82, so it's not quite a bargain bourbon.
Damn, they charge too much for that there.
Well, I got that at Tinker's, and you know where Tinker's is.
Yeah, but I can get that for $65 here.
Yeah, it's the only bottle of that I found in this area.
Yep. I'm still hanging on to that B520 like it's gold because I really think the B520 was the best batch.
I've had the A121. Is that what it was this year?
And that's another good batch, but I still think the B520 is better.
Have you had this B521?
I have, and I didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
they're very similar. Like all of them, they're all really similar, and they're all good.
No, not Tinker Air Force Base. There's a little liquor store named Tinker's in Altus, Arkansas, down here.
Yeah,
it's world renowned. That's where my dad used to go.
So Lil J says McRibs are awesome, and he might know something about it. I don't know. You know what? I've never ever had a McRib.
I had the 1920 in my hand, but I saw that B521. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'll spend the $80.
Oh yeah, I saw Groovy's pick earlier. He grabbed that 1920. But what intrigued me most, besides the McCormick's, was that 10-pack of small bottle Fireball. That was
Oh, well, I did. So I would be prepared. I did go ahead.
Cindy's off work.
Look at that. I'm back in business, y'all.
You know what? Y'all are going to make me buy one of those.
Red label. I'm not going with that old expensive green label shit anymore. I'm doing the red label.
Well, if I buy one of those, I'm going to have to tell them, look, I do a channel. Don't hate me for buying this. I mean, because I've got these people thinking like, I'm an expert,
You should have seen the guy at the counter because I bought the McCormick's and the Elijah Craig at the same time. He's like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Wow. Juxtapose. That's it.
Right. I gotta, you gotta cleanse your palate with this one so you appreciate this one.
Cindy, you probably had 0 calls in the last hour. Because everybody's doing what we're doing. They're not calling you. But hooray, Cindy's off work.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm fixing to ride the old melatonin train off into the weekend here in a little bit. I just wanted to come up and say hi for a minute.
Oh yeah, I was getting ready to end this soon. I just wanted to drink a 2021. I couldn't wait. I had to see what it tastes like, and I'm not disappointed. It is really, really good.
All right. I just posted my review. I don't want to say too much, but it's my review's out there. But I will say, I will just say this: that they re-released the 19s and 20s in my area along with this 2021.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna go buy a bunch more 2020s.
Yeah. I mean, I like the 2019 too. Yeah, Lil J likes hot stuff too.
Mm. Well, be careful, little Jay. This is a community that will get you in trouble on that stuff.
Oh yeah, you'll have gut bombs if you're not careful. So,
My
so
poor
how do
little
you
lady,
get your hands on the bomb sauce?
the bomb. You go, man. Where did I get that? Amazon. I just went to Amazon and bought
Okay,
it. It's
so
like
Lil
16
J,
bucks.
the challenge is you buy a bottle of the bomb hot sauce. You buy a McRib and you put what would you say, like a line of it up the middle?
Yeah, you don't have to go crazy.
Yeah,
Just
just
so
put
that there's some in every bite.
right, just drip up the middle of the McRib, but you have to do it on camera. And if you want, I can host that if you want to do the challenge. So you can come up on my stream and we'll do the McAwful challenge. I'm not going to do it with you though, because doctor's orders. I can't.
I think the record right now is 45 seconds for putting it all the way down your gullet.
Yep. And if you would like to attempt the McAwful challenge, you just let me know. We can coordinate. You have my phone number.
Oh, little Jay, you just got Manchester too. So oh Lord.
Well, Lil Jay's the one I was talking about where we went into the Thai restaurant and we were arguing with them about how spicy we wanted it. We said we wanted it Thai spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And no, you don't want Thai spice. Yes, we've been to Thailand. We've been there. We've been all over the world. Yeah, we know what we're doing. And they did it. And
I will definitely do it next week, guys. I know I keep putting it off. I'm not bull crapping y'all. There's reasons I didn't do it today, but I did do a shit ton of that Reaper beef jerky last night. Man, my stomach's still a little tore up. My nephew came over and Manchestered me on that. So.
You can always trust us to peer pressure you on all of it.
But you know what? I couldn't get any of them to do this. Like none of them was brave enough to try that.
What was that one?
That blazingberry tincture. That
the tincture.
Oh man, that is hot business right there.
Yeah, Jay. So all you got to do is get a McRib, take the bomb sauce, drizzle up the middle of it, so there's something in every bite, and finish it as fast as you can. And I know that you can eat 2 McRibs. Mm-hmm. So if you want to eat one to get ready for the challenge, and then booga, and then boom, and swallow the damn thing. There you go.
Had a bunch of family come over for Thanksgiving yesterday, and they all wanted to start trying my barrel-aged beers out. So it was quite the eventful night. I will just say that.
Yep.
So I'm not doing the McAwful today.
All right. Well, Jay, if you want to coordinate that next Thursday, if not, we'll do it some other time. But
little Jay, I'll tell you this: as a spokesman for Clouds and Stouts, if you want to do that next Thursday, we will bring you up on Clouds and Stouts.
Yeah, like the real show, not the pre-party shit.
Yeah, just let us let's meet you on Jody's pre-party and make sure you're a real person and all. And then if you would like to do that, I guarantee my Clouds and Stouts brothers will be there for you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's real. And what I'm going to tell you is, I have theories about how to make a wormhole.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one theory is getting Lil J and Groovy on the same live stream.
That's called some kind of singularity in the time space.
Yeah, we're going to come to a point of singularity.
Groovy won't be there, so we may need somebody to step in. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this we got one more kind of messed up week on the Clouds and Stouts, and then we will be back to normal. Groovy's on duty. Like he was on 24-hour duty for Thanksgiving yesterday, so I'll give it up to Groovy.
Well, what's the other record? The how many? It has to be over 10% ABV.
Yeah, he's the barrel age king. Nobody's going to take that one. I'm just telling you. And you guys know me. I've been known
I'm
to
not
put down
gonna.
a few beers, but I've made a run at the Barrel Aged King Crown, and I bought the Crown for Groovy because I was so impressed. But I'm telling you that's a rough one. It would
Yeah,
cost you
that's
10% or higher ABV barrel aged stouts in less than 4.5 hours.
less than 4.5 hours. 10% or higher.
Mm-hmm. Micah
But
made
if
a
you,
run at it. He ruined the keyboard. I've made a run at it like 3 times. I woke up on the floor every time I've tried it.
yeah,
So
so
be very careful with it.
if you want to attempt it, here's what we'll say. You can go find 10.1%, 10 point flat, 10.2s, whatever. But if you want to go out in style, that ninth one needs to be something special.
Yeah, like a 2020 BCS, 14.6% or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, and that was the thing. Like when he did it too, it wasn't just like all 10% beers. He was all over the place. He was doing all kinds of stuff. I actually took a day off work just so I could stay up and witness it.
But I'm going to say this, like I said on one of my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do those things because somebody has to fly the goddamn space shuttle.
That's right.
It's like,
I may have one more run left in my body at the title, but after that, I think I will concede the crown forever.
well, I bought that Das Boot because I was going to do the Das Boot thing, but I was going to do it with Coors Light because they kept saying it doesn't matter what you do it with.
What do you call that when you pour all the beers together? What is that called?
Well, in the military, we called it a grog, but that was
not a grog, but like what like when you got all your leftovers and you pour it all into one bottle. What is that called?
Oh Lord, I don't know. I know in a bar when somebody orders a mat shot,
Uh-huh.
they get the bar mat and they pour it into a shot glass.
Groovy found a 20%. I was going to say a person might do like take a big ass mug and pour 3 beers at a time in that mug and try it that way. But I don't know.
Boy, I would hate to. Ugh, you got to be careful mixing all that stuff.
I would do if I was going to make another run at it, which if I ever do, what I'm going to do is go buy Founders like KBS or something like that. That's just a little over 10%, like 11%, and just going to stick with one flavor, one beer, because I think when I start dropping these BCSs and stuff, that's where I trip up. Combat juice.
Yeah, we used to do what was it called, Hunch Punch, where everybody coming over brings a bottle of something.
But I will just say this: I don't recommend it. I don't recommend trying it. It's really not worth it.
But the thing with the Hunch Punch is we would like people would bring like a bottle of Tanqueray gin, and somebody would bring a bottle of vodka. Somebody would bring a bottle of whiskey. Somebody would bring, but we mixed like pineapple juice and fruit punch and stuff in there.
Some buttholes always got to have a bottle of Everclear too. They pour.
Yeah, and then there's that, and then, but it was kind of like a punch bowl, but it was. And I would take pineapple juice with the crushed pineapple, and I would make in a bundt cake pan. Yeah. I'd pour it in there with the crushed pineapple, and then put it in the freezer. And that was always the ring that floated in the punch bowl. So it kept it chilled, but it didn't water it down because it's just.
One time my mom made me a rum cake. I took to work, and you could smell the rum coming out of that container. Like I had people lined up around the corner wanting to get a slice of that thing. It was just dripping with rum.
Oh, my wife makes rum balls at Christmas. And my son I think he was probably 18, 19 at the time. And he's like, "Can I try a rum ball?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." Because in Texas, as long as you're in your own house, it's not contributing. If it's your kids, you're not contributing to a minor. And it's Christmas time, and we're like, "Yeah, sure." And he ate, I don't know how many of them he ate, but they were loaded. I mean, they were hot too. I mean, they were like you put the rum after, you make it. So it's live freaking rum. And they were juicy. And he ate 4 or 5 of those things. And he was running around the house going, "Let's get ready to rumble."
That's a good.
And I was like, okay, that's enough rum balls.
Little rum will sneak up on you.
Yeah.
You'd be talking like a pirate.
Oh man, he was doing the "let's get ready to rumble."
Let's get ready to rumble. And things will get you. Whew.
Fruit in it and all. Yeah, we used to go and I would make redneck punch where you buy the cheap little styrofoam cooler.
Yep.
And put a trash bag in it and then just pour all the stuff in there.
Yep.
And when I did it then, I couldn't do the bundt cake ring. I would do just ice trays, like 3 or 4 ice trays and with the fruit juice in it, and then dump them in.
Oh, we know all about your balls, Cindy.
Yeah, boozy nuts.
No, Travis, I think that crown's safe for a while.
Yeah.
Whew.
No, and I'll tell you this, Jay. The last I know about Jay, he can correct me, but I don't think I'm wrong. Jay will go when he goes to the bar. He orders pitchers of beer and just walks around like it's a mug drinking.
Oh, there you go.
But it's
Michelob Ultra
lagers.
Yeah.
And he'll drink 3 fucking pitchers in a night.
This new brewery in Ozark here, Jody, is open now, and they open their doors back up on Wednesday, and that is the place that has the 2020 BCS on tap.
Oh,
so Wednesday I'm going there.
Hell yeah!
It's one of those old. I think it's the old fire station. No, it's the old OG&E building. It's what it is right there in Ozark.
Yeah.
But yeah, we found it today. Look for it. They open on the 1st, so this Wednesday I'll be getting some BCS on tap.
Well, I want some more of that Love Honey.
All their beers. Yeah.
What was that? Love Honey, was that Lost 40?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to get some more Love Honey because my wife got hooked on it.
There are 2 really good breweries right down the road from me, and actually the one over in Scranton, I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. And then there's the one run by the monks over in Subiaco. I've got to try it too.
Yep.
Yeah. There's thousands of breweries around this country, y'all. Just go out and hit these little local breweries. You might really be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I picked up a barrel-aged ale. It was barrel-aged ale when I was in Louisville, in New district in Louisville. And it was something, I forget what the Goodwood brewery. That was a really good, but it wasn't like, it was about 8%. I mean, it wasn't like super high, like these bourbon counties or anything, but it was really, really tasty. I liked it. It had a lot of woody vanilla in it.
I just wish I had been partaking in the barrel-aged beers before all this, because, man, I didn't get into it till about 2019, and so I missed out like my whole lifetime of barrel-aged beers before that. Imagine what I could have been doing.
So who's going to make the Jello shots when we do OG Fest?
Oh, Jello shots, you're on your own on those things.
Yeah,
I hate Jello shots, man.
Oh, my God. There was a young lady, and when I say the word lady, I am being very generous with that term.
Young female.
She was, those little plastic cups, they put the Jello shots in. And they were giving them away for free. It was some special event. And it was at a place called Scooters Dive Bar. Little old hole-in-the-wall dive bar in a strip mall.
Yeah.
And we called it Scoots. And we would go to Scoots, and they was like, dartboards, pool tables, poker room. It was a pretty good sized little place. It was about as big as like a PetSmart or something, in a strip mall. But and they had decent food, but they were giving away Jello shots. And when they would come around, and they had orange, red, green, different ones. And she tried the green one, and the green ones were always the last ones to go off the tray.
Yeah.
And she, for whatever reason, said, "Oh, I love the green ones." So when they would come around, she would just take all the green ones off the tray, and she was like eating them so fast. And I told her, I said, "You need to slow down." And she goes, "Why?" And I said, "Because Jello takes a while to break down. That alcohol's trapped in that Jello."
Yeah.
And as it dissolves in your stomach, then it releases the alcohol. So it's a delayed shot.
Yeah.
Is what it is. And somebody told me, they said they counted like 14 Jello shots she had already done. And all of a sudden, somebody looks around, and I'm just making up a name. Where's Tammy? Because I don't remember what her freaking name was.
Of course, her name was Tammy or Cindy or something like that.
Yeah, probably Cindy. It was probably Cindy. And somebody's like, where's she? Where is she? And I'm like, I don't know. And so one of the guys come back out of the bathroom, and he goes, "She's lost."
Oh, no.
And I said, "Yeah, we can't find her." He goes, "No, I found her. She's lost."
Oh.
And I said, "What's she doing?" He said, "She's hanging over a urinal puking." She made it to the wrong bathroom.
I spent the better part of the night chasing one of the Ramsey boys around my yard, trying to get him wrangled into the house. So I've been there. Them Ramsey boys, they will never get that barrel aged crown. I'm just telling you that.
Yeah, I don't know. I like partaking, but I don't like over partaking.
Well, I hit them with that Reaper jerky I've got, just to get their mind off of the alcohol. Just focus on something else. Focus on this burn right here. And you know what? It worked.
Yeah, but once your mouth starts burning, it's like, hand me another beer.
Oh no, they don't want nothing there. Hiccuping.
Oh yeah. My thing with even back before I was medically diagnosed, could not be able to. I was allergic to the pepper.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I still love sushi, because I get to eat wasabi all I want, because it's not the same. And trust me, I can eat you under the table with wasabi.
Yeah.
But biologically, I can't do the hot pepper anymore. But the capsaicin, put it that way. But and I still love prime rib with a lot of fresh horseradish on it. But even before that, I never got the hiccups, but I would start coughing.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started, I would turn like beet red, trying not to cough, but I never got the hiccups from it.
I don't know if I've ever got the hiccups. I've just got the pukes and the stomach problems and all that good stuff.
And I think that's another reason why I can't do it, because I can't. My body just doesn't throw up the stuff.
Yeah. Are you like Phil actually, and I worry about Phil a lot, because he's actually got a condition where he can't throw up, and we watched him like choke on stuff. Trying to throw up.
I don't know what it is. I just don't. It takes a. I mean, if I eat a raw fucking animal foot or something, I might be able to throw up then, but otherwise I don't throw up. And that's part of the problem is, when your body has had enough, it will get rid of it. Oh, I was going to tell you.
She's doing very well today. Finally, but she's doing very well.
Oh, we were chatting this morning, and I was on my way to get the BCS.
Yeah.
So I'm in my car, and I have to drive like 20 minutes to get to the Total Wine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to get there about 8:30, and we were on the chat, and I'd been texting here, and then I kept getting bing, bing, bing. So I tried to read, like my car will read the message to me off of Facebook Messenger. And the problem is, you have a message from Travis, Jimmy, and it just keeps reading names off through the whole list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it got to Marcedale, and it said Marcedal.
Marcedal.
It's like,
Marcedal Arini.
yeah, it was like,
Renee, so I call her Marcedal Arini.
oh, maybe it was Marcedal. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. But yeah, everyone else's name it read correctly, but it got to Marcedal.
Yeah, Marcedal Arini. That's when she's when I'm trying to aggravate her, or I'm really drunk. The way they spell Renee, it's Rini. It's Rini.
Rini.
All right,
Yeah,
Jody. I've got to take some melatonin and get ready for bed. It's going to be another long weekend. Man, you guys rock it this weekend for me, and I'll be out there watching.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go live at some point tomorrow. It'll be the last live before next Thursday.
Hell yeah.
But since you're dropping off, I'm gonna put one more.
Oh yeah. Put me in, man, on that stuff.
And then after this, we will draw this stream to a close. I tell you what, Steam, Fire, and Ice, I got you. Groovy, I got you. Chatty-O, Mr. Great Shot, Peppers and Kentucky Living, even Gypsy, I don't think they're still here, but Eileen, I got you. Cody O, Hunting and Stuff, B-Wizzle Aquatics, Crazy Ann, Lone Star, Vanessa Kitty, Blue Farm, and Sunfish, 4Fish. If I did not just read your name out. Oh, I don't have Mayberry on here.
And one thing I will say about this 2021, this might be the
I had Mayberry.
Might be the stickiest beer I've ever had. It is sticky.
Yeah, it's which one was that?
That 2021.
Oh yeah, it's thick. Yeah, I think I got everybody. All right, if I didn't call your name out, shout it.
All right.
I think Mayberry was on there earlier too. I went on ahead and gave you an extra check mark.
Well, hell yeah, Jody. I will see you guys probably Monday night on the Monday Night Wind Down. Love y'all.
Yeah, and I may join those, but I'm not going to go live on my own.
Monday night's always an interesting night. So love y'all. See you around.
All right. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put me in. And I am still trying to help set up an Oculus connection to a gaming PC. And I believe my wife is home from her little outing to sell Fat Puppy treats. So cheers, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end this thing, but look for me tomorrow and you can get more chances to get on the wheel. All right, guys.